Welcome back. This is WUB, Wake Up Billy's Morning Vibes, and we have a special here for you today. This is a project that started some time ago, and it is to offer free medical as well as dental health to Belizeans. It starts tomorrow and Saturday, and so we have the organizers here to tell us about it. We have Miss Betson, who has Belizean DNA to run through her, but was born in the United States, but very, very much Belizean. As you know, Belizeans raised and pick me as though all of them did Belize, even though they might be in Scotland, and still make sure you get that Belizean culture. So Miss Betson is one of them. We also have her sister, who is not on camera. But we have our Belizean by way of Brazil doctor from the rural area of Blackman Eddy, and she is a practicing doctor, a general practitioner.
Yes.
And so with that introduction, we welcome you.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go to Miss Betson for us to get the root of it and how it started, etc. So let's start with you, Miss Betson.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for having us on.
Okay.
My name is Monica Betson Montgomery, is my married name.
Okay.
And my two sisters and I were all professionals in the States, in California. And we all attended the University of California, Berkeley for our undergraduate.
Oh, interesting.
There are 5 of us, and one brother also went, so 4 out of 5 of us went there.
Okay.
And then we went on to do other graduate degrees as well. But what we decided, because we all had our own businesses, was to come together and have one business that we use for training and different information that we've learned over the years that we know other businesses need.
Oh, okay.
So we help businesses scale up. And we decided to take the money, for all of the money that we would make from that, and put it into projects here in Belize. And so ultimately what we plan to do is support and make sure we have a world-class hospital here, and we will. Because of the events of the past week, we learned that there's so much already here in Belize. It's really about who has access to it. So we're working on that from there. The clinic was just a beginning for us to be able to come in and see, see the people and be able to start somewhere. So it's going to go big from there. The next piece we have running alongside it is to establish a national program for dialysis, a national dialysis program. And we're almost where we need to be to get that piece, launched out. But there are supporters in the States that will come as long as there's unity here in Belize. And it can be done, and it's being done. So we're excited about all of that.
All right, that's very good. Well, you've given us a background. Tell us what will happen tomorrow and Saturday.
I'll yield that to the doctor, to the medical doctor.
Okay, all right. So you're the backative, but she's the practitioner.
Yes.
All right, very good. So, doctor, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank you.
again.
Thank
Very
you
good.
very much to
How long
having
have you
me
been
here.
in Belize?
Well, I am here in Belize for the last 35 years.
35?
35 years.
Wow,
I
okay.
used to work in here in Belize City.
Okay.
Then I moved to Belmopan, then San Ignacio Hospital, and now I have my own practice in Blackman Eddy.
All right.
But
good.
I happily retire.
Okay.
Retire from the...
What a lot of, and I'm sorry, this is not about your clinic, but it's about a little history about the people of Bahia in Brazil being the largest concentration of black people that were brought from Africa into this part of the world.
Yes, yes.
Most of us think it's the United States, some of us think it's the Caribbean, but the largest concentration. This is where Pele come from?
Yes,
This is
from
Brazil. All right.
Brazil.
So I just need, because our audience is looking at you and they might say, oh, you look like one Belizean.
Yes. My background is Brazilian, but be here for 35 years.
Yes.
And a lot of my nieces and nephews, son are here in Belize, grow up in here, born here, and married to a Belizean. Now you are Belizeanized now, everybody
indeed.
in my family. Yeah,
Indeed,
yeah,
indeed.
and
Very
that's the history. And my passion for the medicine is what I'm doing.
Yes.
I putting a little clinic in Black Manatee, and you continue to work for the better for the unprivileged people.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, it's interesting you say that because this project is also to try to offer free medical and dental to those who cannot afford it.
Yes.
But Blackman Eddy, I happen to know, is a very, very small
Yes,
village up
yes,
there by
yes.
Ontario. And so what drew you to decide to do a clinic in a small village?
Well, a few years ago, I have my brother and sister here, the Mrs. and Mr. Arzu, and they took me to their farm, what it seems to be in Black Manatee, and I love the place, and say, I would do my house right here. And that's what I did. I live in Black Manatee for the last 26 years. I live in there.
Yes,
I live in the
yes.
middle of the jungle. It's a very beautiful place, good to raising children.
Very good.
Everybody know, everybody, even the dog, you ask him,
Yes.
where living Dr. Gonzalez? Right there, right there.
Right, the original.
Everybody, yes,
Very,
yes.
very nice.
It's
And
very
are
nice.
you the only medical services in that area?
Yes, yes. My clinic is Caio Family Healthy. I am in now partnership with NHI.
All right.
I hope guys going to register in my clinic, please.
Yes,
And I am the only clinic over there. Okay, in middle of the San Ignacio and Belmopan.
All right.
Yeah.
Now tell us, how did you get in contact with Monica and her sister with this project?
Yes, I was last year, I was in the BMDA conference, what they are the sponsor, and we started to talking, and they sponsored the BMDA
Yeah.
last year. This year too, no, Monica?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there when I get in contact with them, and they express the feeling to help in the get back to the community.
Yes.
And it's a great job
That's a
what they're
wonderful-
doing.
wonderful,
We
yeah.
need a lot of service in Belize,
Yeah,
kidney, mental health,
Absolutely.
and
Especially
hospitals.
talking about dialysis.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
dialysis right now is such a critical thing in Belize. There's been such a move. So many people are getting dialysis, and younger people getting dialysis. And the dialysis service that's offered in Belize is so expensive
Yes.
that many people, especially those in remote areas, they literally die
Yeah.
because there's no way for them to be able to afford to come all the way to the center areas where there's the service, dialysis service. So for you to be thinking along that line is, I'm sure the medical people will be just welcoming and embracing because of recognizing how essential it is.
Yeah.
But I hear the doctor saying that you also sponsored BM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. Did you start that, or you just are?
Well, so we started our business, was that 2 years ago now? So we've had money building up. The thing
and,
was
and your business, remind us again, is?
Monarchy Consulting Group.
Okay.
So
And that's all your sisters and brothers in this group? And you do primarily?
we help businesses to scale up.
Okay.
And they're mostly minority businesses.
All right. And this is mostly in the States? you
This
do
is all in the States.
All right. Okay.
But what we decided is we would keep the money, all of the money, to make sure that we put it back into Belize. Because we also have our own businesses.
Yeah.
So we were looking for opportunities on where we could, partner. And when we found the BMDA, because I was reaching out to Dr. Yacob, I had seen him at a conference with Father Gianelli in June. And we were so impressed with Dr. Yacob and his story. And so when we found out he was a part of the BMDA, we said, let's look into this. And we liked it. About 10 of us came out for the conference. And we were very happy we have.
Very good. That's So there's so many stories here. Not only the idea that you have Monarch, that you're doing your own separate business, that you're deciding to use your profits for benefit in Belize. You're going into the medical area. But here's a story that I love too. We've been talking for so many years, particularly on this particular platform, about the importance of involving our diaspora, our Belizeans abroad, in the development process. And here you are, a living example of taking your wealth that you're gaining in profit for your business that you've started. You're all Belizean roots, all successful in your degrees of master's and doctorate, etc. But instead of staying in America separate from Belize, you're finding ways in which you could bring back your resources to help Belize. So that to me is a model for so many Belizeans who want to find a formula. How can I help? How can I be involved? So I wanted to highlight that part. Let's go back to what will happen tomorrow and Saturday. This is the first time that this will happen, right? And how wide is this? How wide are you spreading it? Is it only in Belize City for right now?
No, we do. We definitely, thanks to Dr. Maria, we have contact up in the Black Menady area, and we have a couple of churches out that way that have said they will bring their kids out. And really, we realize that nationally to do something, and it's been told to us, we're going to have to do it in the different, areas for people to really be able to take advantage of it. But we're working on this one just to, get our feet out there and see what we could do and make a difference. My sister is in education and she does events, for young people. So because of that, we got involved with, and also thanks to Miss Diana Pook on the ground here, we've gotten a company that's going to have a bouncy house for the kids. I mean, it's going to be a fun day for the kids while family also take care of business.
That sounds good.
So we're going to know after this weekend how many people we've helped and so forth. But
so what range of services will be offered tomorrow and Saturday?
Okay, we have a consultation for diabetic hypertension. Also,
so it's diabetes, hypertension.
Yes, anybody who has any problem can come and tell us. We also have a dentist for evaluate patients.
That's one of the most expensive services in Belize today.
Yes,
wow.
indeed.
You can't imagine. People are saying they're paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for dental services.
Yes,
how could the ordinary people afford that?
Yes, that is the problem. We see the children 7 years old with a decay, so many cavities, and that is complicated later on in the life. We want all the children who come in going dental service. We're going to clean their teeth, see if they have a problem, do the referrals. The studentist will be there, Dr. Jones and Dr. Arzu. We have two dentists.
So two dentists.
Two dentists. And I'm going to tell you it's very important because they think outreach is a foreign doctors is doing. No, our doctors is here from Belize. The dentist, the nurses, the assistants from Belize.
All Belize.
All Belizean.
So in a way, you're different than how many of these, and I'm not running them down because we appreciate it, it's very important. But many of the dental and medical services that we've received, and we very much appreciate this, are volunteer doctors from the United States. Many of them have come in as specialists. Some of them have been coming for over 2 or 3 decades. That's how dedicated they have been to Belize. But here you are using local doctors and dentists, which is a little bit different than how it has been done in the past.
Yes.
Which is good.
Everybody asking us, no, you needed this, we needed that. We spoken to Ms. Heredia, who is the central region that services is under her, and I explained to her the doctors are Belizean doctors. Now it's very important because Ms. Montgomery and the Monarchy Group is linking us with other doctors and nurse practitioners in US, what is different, and they will see what we need to be done. They will be here, but the work done is by Belizean doctors and nurses and assistants. You consult them if you have it, because the person who is coming is an internist specialized in emergency, and we see how they can, we're going to talk how we can improve your service care and how they can assist us. It's different, but the load is from Belize. Okay?
To me, it's a very important gesture and effort being invested by Monarch, and it's important. Is this church affiliated in any way?
We're Christians, but it's not. It's just our family.
All right,
We've
good.
made a decision.
Okay,
So,
good.
yeah.
Well, I'm Muslim, so you know, and what I do is just naturally out of my belief and what you're doing. But you don't have to get no sign up there and say this is So I love that kind of expression. It's more like what Jesus was talking about. Don't tell me who you are. Show me who you are. So this is very good. Well, let's go over the details again. Where exactly in Belize City will this be done?
Is in Marian Jones Sport Complex.
Okay.
We'll be there doing the screening for diabetes, hypertension, the dental. Also, very important, the pap smear. We're going to do pap smear for the ladies. And the kids will be handle a basket
they'll be
for hygiene basket, snacks, and bouncy house. While the mothers is doing the screening for cancer.
Whatever she may have.
Yeah, we have also HB1C, what is CEO diabetes, how have you been your diabetes for the last 3 or 4 months. We're going to have that in place over there.
I know that a lot of people, because of maybe their lifestyle, that they don't want to get an AIDS test. But I understand that AIDS test is now available for you to find out the result instantly. Are you going to offer that?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
we offer a series of these tests over there, and the HB1C, the glucose monitoring, will be there. Okay? And also, patient with the cancer who has relatives who has cancer, Father Gianelli will be there with us, bring palliative care, because not everything medicine can solve, but we give dignity and ensure to the family that person is not in pain and is not suffering, and Father Gianelli is the one who delivered that. We're going to also about there somebody for mental health. We handle over right now, we don't have psychiatrist in board yet, but that is a very important issue. Yesterday I see things what's happened with the policeman in the television with his
the
wife.
case of the woman.
Yes, they need counseling.
That is a mental
It's
health
mental
issue.
health issue.
Yeah.
They need counseling. These people is burned out by the work, and they come home with a violence. It's not necessary they have to dismiss him, but the whole family, this child, this wife need counseling, and that's what is Miss Monica and her team offer here for us to be able. She sponsors us also for this event. No, we couldn't do it without Miss.
Well, Miss Monica,
family.
it comes back to you again, and I really appreciate your the calm demeanor that you have in expressing yourself. But she's saying that it's not going to only be medical and dental, but there'll also be a mental health component in there also.
One of the people, and she just arrived last night from the States, is nurse practitioner Portia Peters. And she specializes in mental health and
So
in
she'll be
psychiatry.
offering her services.
She'll be there
Yeah.
to oversee and make recommendations for
I
the
see.
doctors on site, but yes, for that very
Okay.
reason. We know that's a whole nother piece that
It
needs
is
to
a
develop.
that's a huge piece.
And that's actually the company that my husband and I have. We
Okay.
deal with people who have developmental disabilities like autism, cerebral palsy,
Oh, I see.
epilepsy, and intellectual disability.
Very much needed here.
Yeah, and a lot of them have issues going on, so they have mental health, which is completely different from developmental.
Oh, yes.
So people who are bipolar or
Yes.
any of the others.
You know, it's unfortunate that many of us are still at the level where people with strange behavior, we just say, oh, you're crazy. Right? And we fail to understand that there's several components of that thing called, like personality disorder. A person can be acting quite normal, but you got a quirk in a personality. You can't understand why that person act like
It's
that.
not making sense.
Yes, that's a personality disorder, it's not necessarily a mental disorder. So there's a whole level. We've invited Dr. Michael Medina, who should be with us in a couple of weeks' time. He's a psychiatrist, and he will break down for us.
Excellent.
Because there's a whole need to educate our people. And fortunately, these shows in the morning is the means by which a lot of people are educated on many, many issues. Because we can't put people in school, we can't put them, but we could use these forums to educate them with things that they may not know, right? So we're very happy that you're here. Monica and your sister in the background, I don't think he's shy, just he can't be shy, and she's an educator. I mean, she has to stand in front of her students all the time. But let me give you a last word, Doctor, and then a final word from Miss Monica, if there's any area that we did not cover. Please.
I just first of all to say thanks to you to having us over here. Say thank you for Monarchy Group and Montgomery family, also Betson. Miss Olga Betson is a wonderful person. I have the opportunity to see their mom and their education. She's a very believing in people, and that's the results what she have here. On the other hand, you just say thanks to my friend, the president of the MDA, Dr. Iacab, and also to Minister of Health with Ms. Heredia, Dr. Polanco, to giving the opportunity for us and help us to going through to that, and also the participants there in the feria. Okay, and I like just to highlight thank you to you again, and Ms. Montgomery saying after this on Saturday night will be the dancing, and I invited the people to come and dance here again with us.
So you're gonna be bailarina night?
Yes, yes. You'll be some raffle there. No more Monica for the people who assist us. You'll be the raffle. That means they take the children, the husband, and then in the night you go to dance with.
I see. Okay. Good.
Okay.
So you put on the funny night too.
Yes.
That's good. Well, I just want to tell you, Miss Monica, that I'm so enthused of the dynamics of what I'm hearing from you. In addition to the fact that you're on Betson, I don't know if they tell you about George Betson, but Mr. George Betson was one of our great unsung heroes. He was one of those strong union leaders that go way, way back to the very beginning of politics in Belize.
That's our grandfather.
So if somebody tells you about George Betson, just stretch yourself out a little bit, because you have a lot to be proud of there. And also the fact that you and your sisters and brothers graduated from Berkeley. I was in the San Francisco Bay Area. I applied for Berkeley. I didn't get accepted. It was in the 60s, but I did go to Santa Barbara. So I'm still a little bit a part of that family.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm so happy that, that alma mater, the Berkeley campus, was a very revolutionary period in the 60s. So I can identify very much with you. I'll give you your last word, any area that we may have left out, and you can by all means present it now.
I would say my dad, who was Clifford Betson.
Oh wow!
And I know that our grandfather started the ship builders union here, and we're very proud of that. But with my dad being gone and my mom still here, we're intent on making sure that we leave a legacy here in Belize for all of our children and for all the children here. The piece that we're doing on Friday and Saturday, we have popcorn and slushies for the kids. We also have ordered lunch/dinner for the first, 200 or so people as well.
We'll be there.
Okay, on both days. And then we were to do this clinic in October, but a town called Freedom invited us to join their event, which is why we're doing it now. And they're going to give us tickets to the Taurus Riley concert, and which is being coordinated by Johnny Mars. And so we're really excited about that we'll be able to, as the doctor said, do a raffle and get some of those tickets out for people who wouldn't have been able to buy tickets.
Yes.
So we're excited about all that.
Very, very good. Well, we encourage you to go out, and especially if you haven't been to a doctor for a long time, and to just get yourself checked out. And if you got rotten teeth, at least you could talk to the dentist. I don't know if you're going to do any kind of extractions that day, but it would be good for you to go in. You can clean teeth also, right? So maybe you can go in and get that. But we encourage you to give support to this. It's free of cost, and it has a history to it, and it looks as though it's something that will go on and on for some time. So thank you very much, Miss Betson, and your sister, Miss Betson, and thank you very much, Doctor,
for
being here. Also, I'm amazed at how we got our states and we lose we accent so fast. You there 35 years and you still not lose your Brazilian accent. How we lose we accent then so fast? Anyway, thank you very much, and we look forward to